I've been getting this comment a lot. Barry, the second you become a ranting channel, I'm unsubscribing. I hate when YouTubers turn into ranting channels and I don't want to see that happen to your channel. And they're right. Let's rant. The first one happens when you're driving. Have you ever been cruising on down Main Street just minding your own business? Your mind is concentrated on driving, but you're also in another world at the same time, and it's peaceful. Maybe you're even listening to auto-tuneless music when all of a sudden you look in your rearview mirror and some a-hole is driving so closely behind you that if you were to barely brake, he would hit you. I absolutely hate people who ride my butt while I'm driving, especially when there are two lanes and he simply won't get over but doesn't like how slow you're going. Look, buddy, go around me or deal with it, but get off my crack. I'm just trying to enjoy my drive, and you're making it extremely uncomfortable. I can understand it if it's a single lane road and I'm going under the limit. That doesn't bother me. It's when I'm driving the speed limit or even above, and they're still kissing my car's butt cheeks. I swear to God, it should be a constitutional obligation to slowly come to a stop and slit their tires, and if they show any resistance, their throats are next. Sorry, I just cannot come anywhere near an articulate way to describe how this makes me feel. This happened a lot when I drove my truck. Now that I have a Charger, it doesn't happen as often, especially at night because people think I'm a cop. But there are still those who do it, and over time I found a way to counter this. One is to start cruising. No more gas, just progressively get slower and motion them to back off. When they start backing off, you can speed up and hopefully put them in their place. This has actually worked once for me, but it's the more aggressive way. If you're a more passive person, then focus on your music. For some reason, banging your head to music and showing them that they literally don't exist to you makes them shy away. This has actually gotten people to slow down almost 80% of the time. And then, there's Barry's way. Keep this hush-hush, and this really only works for Chargers, but one thing that I want more than anything else in the entire world is to install a blue and red LED in the back of my car and have a button that makes them flash for 1 millisecond. If someone comes anywhere near me, and this will most definitely only be used at night, and when I'm 100% sure that it's not a cop tailgating me, I will flash that for a second, and you better believe they fall back. If they still don't move away after that, then I guess there's a good reason that guns are still legal in America. The second one is a bit more recent, and though it's possibly just trolling, it's still annoying. Clickbait on YouTube has become out of hand, but it doesn't bother me that much. If I see a clickbaity video, I have enough willpower to ignore it. The problem is some people don't have that willpower and can't ignore it. Their attention span is so small that they just have to click on the video, and after realizing how clickbaity it was, they have the audacity to blame the YouTuber who named it. Now don't get me wrong. Clickbait is annoying and it's stupid, it's an obvious attempt to grab at views, but if you have enough self-control, this shouldn't be an issue. However, that's not the problem. I, as a YouTuber, strive to not have clickbaity titles. I try to ensure that they're representative of the video, I do not cap lock anything but the first letters of each word as it looks professional, and I don't use any undeserved punctuation. However, there are people who tell me that my videos are extremely clickbait. Now, I don't know if it's a troll or if they're being serious, but this truly does annoy me because, again, I strive like crazy to develop an interesting title that represents the video in question. And regardless as to what I've titled it, the video still gets labeled as clickbait. One commenter told me that this video was clickbaited to hell. And you know what? He's got a point, doesn't he? Maybe I should just title all of my videos Video 00001. and Video 00002. Or maybe since my videos are clickbait already, I should just go all out. Screw it. I hate all PewDiePie's gay fans will now be the title of this video. I just hate that since others on this site abuse clickbait, and we can't help our mindless selves enough to avoid it altogether, all of a sudden all content creators are guilty of this. Really, it doesn't bother me that much, but it's just a stupid thing to say. Hi, I'm kinda dumb and susceptible to suggestion, so that's all your fault. The last one is people who take a political stand on every tiny thing. Look, it's fine if you want to choose a political side. I think it's idiotic, but if you want to fall into that governmental trap, so be it, and more power to you. But don't shove that crap down anyone's throat. First of all, you aren't changing anything because you make it known to us that you love some politician or some bill being passed. It's boring and I don't care. Secondly, that bill being passed and that politician isn't changing anything worth a second glance. So again, I don't care. And stop telling me about the presidents and how amazing or terrible they are. They're people, and it's just the same thing as debating who would be a better science teacher at some school I never attended. It literally doesn't matter. But Barry, if you don't take a stance somewhere, you're gonna let the government walk all over you. You'll have no control. Yeah, and if you pander to them by choosing a side to worship, you're letting them control you. We don't live in a country where we rely on ourselves all the time. We unfortunately need government with the way our society is set up, and as much as we have to have it, it's a burden more than anything else. Why do you think less and less young people vote? It's a boring waste of time, and I don't need this borderline religious extremism wasting my time. Then again, what do I know? I'm nothing more than a clickbaity rant channel. Seriously though, thank you all. I hope that you know when I make these kinds of videos, it's not because I'm advocating hate. I just need to blow off some steam. Someone tailgated me on the way home today. Well, until I pulled over and slid his tires.